we made the road trip to Wellsville to take on the Wellsville Eagles, another team in the Pioneer League. Wildcats and the Eagles had a big game back in December that went down to the wire. It was a 54-52 win for Wellsville on the last shot of the game. Both teams playing it out right on the floor in Burlington. And the Wildcats look to come here to the Eagles floor and take home a win. Wildcats 12-3 on the season here, looking to get back into the win column again after that defeat down at Iola last Friday night. Garrison Fiedler goes to the center jump circle, gets the tip into the backcourt, and Connor Jeffers brings it for the Wildcats. He's going to drive the lane, hands off to Fiedler. Made that look easy as pie. And the Wildcats break out with the first score of the contest. Man-man defense by the Cats. Look to the top of the circle. Come back to Dwyer. A three on the way is no good. Rebounded, tipped into the backcourt. Recovered by Wellsville, and they'll play it up again. Dwyer had 25 points in that contest in Burlington. In fact, made the game winner for the Eagles. Step out, three-point shot up is no good. Chase Watkins boards out for the Wildcats, and he'll bring it across the timeline. Looks in the deep corner. Dribble drive by Nordstedt. He's hacked on the arm. That's going to be a whistle and a foul on the Wellsville Eagle, number 2. Luke Richards picking up his first personal foul, the 5'11 sophomore, starting for Coach Rick O'Neill. Inbounds to Connor Jeffers down low. He's up and in for the 2. And the Cats now a 4-0 lead early in the contest. Up court quickly on the left side. They'll put it in the hands of Dwyer. Spin move cut off there. Gets it back on top to Kearney. Down the lane with a dribble drive to the hoop. We're going to have a block foul on Connor Jeffers. No, the official said that was a block foul on Nordstedt, number 3. Rick, did you see Nordstedt in the play? No, I did not. I didn't either. But, hey, we're sitting in the stands. We're not on the field. Number 14, Zach Vance at the line, connects with the first free throw. And he'll set for the second. On the way, this one's up and good. Now the officials are going to talk it over. Coach Barrett was out on the floor talking to the official and said, my number 3 was not involved in the play. Everybody saw number 34, that part of the 3. Now the official is going to come over and give the signal. That foul on 34. So everybody's right in the book now. It's 4-2. The Wildcats lead it here. And they'll inbound in the backcourt to Jace Watkins. Across the timeline come the Cats. On the left side, Tegan Hess looks to inlet to Garrison. Soft shot won't go. Gets his own rebound. Puts it back up. And that second bucket won't happen for Garrison. Up court quickly. Here come the Eagles. Dribble drive. Down the lane. Loose ball on the floor. Dwyer picks it up and gets the shot to ball. Wild action to tie up the score. 4-4 here with 6 minutes remaining in the first quarter of play. Floater in the lane. Jace Watkins gets his first bucket. We need Jace to be aggressive on the floor tonight and pace these Wildcats. We've got a push foul on Garrison trying to go through a pick. Number 15, Garrison Fiedler, whistled for his first. That'll be the third team foul on the Wildcats here. Well, second. We didn't get Brandon erased off the books in the early going. Inlet pass tipped away by Jeffers. It's out of bounds. That'll stay with Wellsville to play on their inline. Set 2 play it in. They'll get it to Elijah. Puts it on the floor. A floater rims around, won't go home. Luke Richards boards it up for the Eagles. They'll put it to Dwyer on the right side. Jeffers with that defensive assignment. Spin move inside. Goes up and in for Jackson Dwyer. We're tied 6-6 again here with 5:20 remaining in the first quarter of play. Ball tipped Loose ball now back into the hands of the Eagles. They get the steal. Up court to Dwyer. He drives the lane, and a player control foul as Garrison Fiedler had great defensive positioning that time down low. Dwyer wanting to take it all the way to the hoop. And he's whistled for his. No, did they change their mind? No, it's our ball. It's our ball, but they've got Garrison with a second foul. Up on the board. They're going to have to change that in the book. Now they've got it going. Inbound in the backcourt. Nordstadt takes the ball. Dribbles across the timeline. A reach in from the back, number 24. Whistles Jeff Ebeck's first personal foul. Now 2 team fouls on the Eagles. Inbound on the far side. Lob pass goes to Garrison. Up to the boards, up and in. Nice job, muscled up. Garrison Fiedler gets his 4th point of the night. And on the outside, they'll put it back on the top to Kearney. 3-point shot on the way, up and in. Number 30, Dobson Donovan gets the bucket. And sends Wellsville in the lead the first time, a 9-8 margin here. Cats beat it to Garrison down low. Spin move. Oh, the shot won't fall. And boarded away to the Eagles. On the right side, they'll put it out on the top to Kearney. Picks up his dribble. Now finds Vance. Down low, turnaround, shot away, no good. Connor Jeffers boards out for the Wildcats. He'll lead it up to Jace. And Hess cut off on the free throw line. Steps on the end line. That turnover sends the ball to Wellsville. Checking in to the lineup now for Wellsville. Luke Richards back in. Also number 11, Drake Arnold. And number 23 on the floor is Jackson Showald. Eagles in the backcourt with the inbound. 4:07 on the clock. Come across the timeline. They'll work right wing. It ball in the hands of Ebeck. High over the top. They'll swing it. Looking for Cutter at the top of the circle. They'll come back left wing in the hands of Arnold. Playing around on the outside. Dribble drive, a push foul. Number 30 on the drive, Dawson Donovan is whistled for his first personal player control. Second player control of the game. Cats will play it in on the end line here. Jeffers looks to the side, finds Nordstadt. Dribble in the backcourt across the timeline now. Gives it up to Jeffers. He'll start it for the Cats. Goes down the lane with the left hand. It won't fall. Ball loose on the floor. And here comes Chase. Leaves it off on the top side to Nordstadt. Dribble drive up. The floater won't go. Torres with a putback shot. And the blocked shot. A possession tie-up. Jordan Torres into the lineup on that last line change. Got down low and got the putback shot up, but it was blocked into his hands, so the possession arrow with Wellsville. They'll play it in on the inline. In the backcourt with the dribble across the line right side, going all the way to the hoop, up and in. Nice work by Vance as he takes it all the way for the bucket. Now a steal. Dribble drive. Oh, come on! Block foul this time on Connor Jeffers as he tried to establish that defensive position. And number 4, Jackson Dwyer, driving to the lane, is fouled, and he'll go to the line. Connor Jeffers, second personal foul. Now 14 fouls on the Cats. Dwyer will go to the line to shoot 2 free throws. First on the way. It's short off. No, I guess they made the bucket, so they were shooting it once. That was the deal. Now a whistle on the reach-in foul. Number 3, Elijah Kearney picks up his first. It's a 13-8 margin now as Wellsville has exploded out to their biggest lead. Jay stops for 3. That shot away won't fall. And rebounded out to Wellsville. They'll bring it up the right side. Lob down low. In the paint. Shot away. No good. Rebound. All loose on the floor. Byer goes after it. Now we've got a tie up there. Cats cannot hold on to those loose balls as Wellsville very aggressive going for it. The possession arrow to the Wildcats. Watkins will inbound, but stolen away, thrown away by Wellsville. The Cats get it back. Not everybody's on the same page on the floor out there at this time, Rick. No, not at all. Retaining it to the floor, Nordstadt and taking Hess. As Nordstadt will inbound the ball for the Wildcats on the far side. Cats trailing 13-8 here with 2:35 on the clock. Carson Byer in the backcourt will start the offense for Burlington. On the left side, gives it up to Nordstadt, cuts and goes down. Nordstadt now back to Byer. At the top of the circle, picks up the dribble, gets it to Jace. Now Garrison from 18, shot away, no good, but we've got a push foul trying to get position. That's taken Hess with his first personal foul of the night. That'll be 14 fouls on the, 4 teams on the Wildcats. And I think maybe they've got those backwards. We'll have to wait till the official scorer puts it on the board. On the right side, Vance, dribble drive to the hoop. He's up and in with the bucket. That appears to be the Wellsville routine, is dribble drive hard to the hoop and see what happens. Nordstadt going it the other way. His rolls off the rim. No good. And boarded out to the Eagles. Elijah, floater won't fall. Rebound down low is Dwyer. His shot won't fall. And finally, Fiedler controls for the Cats. Carson Byer in the backcourt brings it across for the Wildcats on the right-hand wing. Give it go to Watkins. It's tipped out of bounds. Will that stay with the Cats? Yes, it will. Off of an Eagle leg. As substitutes check in for Wellsville, number 11, Drake Arnold, back onto the floor, along with number 30, Dawson Donovan. Cats to inbound. Nordstadt looks high on top. They'll go to Carson. Cats trailing 15-8 here with 1 minute to play. Jace stops, looks inside, has to give it back to Hess. Ball tipped in the back. That foul on Wellsville, number 11, is Drake Arnold picking up his first personal. 16 fouls now on the Eagles. Cats play it in underneath. They'll go to Fiedler at the free throw line. Picks up his dribble back to Byer. He's behind the arch. A three away, off the rim, no good. And rebounded out again to the Eagles. On the right-hand wing, in the hands of Vance. He'll give it up, sets the pick, and rolls. Dwyer back out to Arnold. In the paint, he'll kick it up to the top of the circle. Vance, a long three off the rim, no good, and Jace Watkins traces the ball down. Lead out ahead to Fiedler. Misses it under the bucket. Fiedler at full speed, got that ball, didn't get control of himself, and the Cats couldn't capitalize on the bucket. 25 seconds on the clock here as we approach the end of the first quarter of play tonight. Wellsville with the ball on the right side, puts it back on top to Dwyer. He'll give it up, looks to get it back down in the low paint. It's not there. They'll spin it with 10 seconds on the clock. Dwyer looks to go one-on-one, gives up the ball. Back out for a three-point shot away, no good. Fiedler, as the buzzer sounds, we go to the end of our first quarter of play here at Wellsville tonight with the Wellsville Eagles leading 15-8, and we will return.
The Appliance Store in Burlington has a large selection of Whirlpool, Maytag, and KitchenAid appliances, along with Speed Clean washers and dryers, and is your headquarters for #1 voted Green Mountain Pellet Grills. The Appliance Store also has Oric vacuum cleaners, bags, parts, and service what they sell, with a great selection of appliance parts on hand. The Appliance Store at 602 South 4th Street in Burlington thanks you for supporting local business and is a proud supporter of local athletics.
Hi, kids. It's Timmy the Tooth. Have you been to see your dentist lately? Visiting the dentist doesn't have to be that frightening. It's all about which dentist you choose. At the office of Rick Smith DDS in Gridley, they offer individual comfort care for all ages. From grandparents to grandchildren, you will receive a comfortable and pleasant process. Give Rick Smith DDS a call today at 620-836-2015.
A MyTown media station.
Rock and roll can save the world.
Classic rock.
KSMP 97.7 Burlington.
The Flint Hills Classic Rock Station.
97.7 The Dawg.
Back to courtside with your voice of the Wildcats, Jim Hills on 97.7 The Dawg.
Welcome back to Burlington Wildcat basketball here on the Dawg tonight on the road to Wellsville, taking on the Wellsville Eagles. And the Eagles have had their way in the first quarter, racing out to a 15-8 lead over the Cats. Dwyer fires up a three. It's no good, and Mitch Taylor in for the board. He checked in to start this second quarter of action. Down court they come. Ball tipped away, out of bounds. It'll be Wildcat basketball. Brandon Nordstadt will inbound on the near side. Looks for the cutter, goes to Carson Fire, a three on the way. Hard off the rim, chased down on the far side by Hess. Cats get the ball back. Connor Jeffers going to the hoop, but he lowers his shoulder. He's going to be whistled up for the player control. Connor now with 3 personal fouls. Not a smart play there, as he wanted to make his presence known, but he's whistled up, and he'll come to the bench for the Cats. Chase Watkins set to check in for Burlington, as Wellsville looking on the inside. Now they'll play it around the top of the circle. Far side, out top, they'll find Kearney. Dwyer pitches to the wing. 18-footer on the way, up and good by Jeff Ebeck. The 5'11 junior gets his first bucket and spreads it to a 9-point margin. Down low, Big Mitch, pop it in. Used the left hand, protected the ball with his body, and gets the bucket for the Wildcats. 17-10. Dribble drive and a block shot by Mitch that time. Nice job down low. He'll kick the ball. Blocked it again. He's a swarming batter right there. Jeffers drives, lays it. Oh, ball. Left hand. Here comes Ewert back for the Eagles. Gives it up on the near side. They'll put it in the hands of Vance. He puts the 3-ball up and scores for the Eagles. A 10-point margin, 20-10. Wellsville on top here with 6 minutes remaining in this second quarter of play. Nordstadt's going to drive, pop it in. Brandon Nordstadt's first bucket of the night as he split a pair of defenders to go to the hoop. And we've got a timeout called on the board by head coach Rick O'Neill of the Wellsville Eagles. They race out to as much as a 10-point margin. The Cats cut it with that bucket by 2. The intensity of this game getting up and down the floor. Wellsville boys, they got to be fast to keep up with those girls. Yeah. If they want to date to the prom, they better be quick. And they are playing up right here. Clock stopped with 5:53 left to play in the first half here on the road at Wellsville tonight. Eagles will have the ball to play it in on the far side. An 8-point margin, 20-12. Wellsville on top. I don't think they're going to take the ball inside much with Big Mitch down there. He made him known in the early going here. Cats with the trap on the far side. They'll spin it left wing. Vance, 3-point shot away again is no good. Rebound, and out of there comes Watkins with the ball. He'll come across the timeline. Left-hand dribble goes to Hess. Looks to the top. He'll reverse the dribble there. Now finds Nordstadt. Chase picks up his dribble. Looks inside. He's not there now. They'll put it to Big Mitch. Kicks out to Fiedler. Chase from 3. Now that's the one. Chase Watkins behind the arch gets the 3. And the Cats cut that 10-point lead to 5. 5 minutes remaining here in the first half. A steal. Mitch up court goes to Jace. Stops, gets it to fall. Fouled and goes to the rim. Nice job. Jace Watkins finishing it off. Strong muscles up for the bucket. And he'll be at the charity stripe. As that foul whistled on number 30, Dawson Donovan picks up his second personal. Now 17 fouls on Wellsville here with 4:49 remaining in the second quarter. Jace at the line. Free throw hard off the back of the rim. Can't connect. We've got a 3-point margin, 20-17. Dwyer's going to race down the middle. Mitch deflected that one. Fiedler got the loose ball. And we've got a whistle and a foul. Well, let's make sure the official's going to come give us the signal. It looks like number 2, Luke Richards, was on the floor, tripped Garrison up. He's whistled for his second personal. That'll be 18 fouls, and the Wildcats will be at the line with Garrison Fiedler shooting 1+ a bonus. Clock stopped at 4:38 now. Garrison steps up for his first free throw attempt of the night. It's on the way up and good, and he'll be there for that bonus. Garrison with 5 points, looks to get it on the 6 mark. This free throw is on the way, rims off, no good, and Wellsville takes possession. An 8-0 run by the Cats here as they were trailing by as many as 10. Down the middle, shot on the way. No. The official, one of the Wildcats' hands got in the net. And now he's going to give his determination to Coach Barrett. Yeah, they're going to talk about that one. But it's not going to change. They say it's a goaltending because his hand was in the net. Count the 2-point shot. Hess is going to drive the lane. Block foul on the way. Will go to the line. Number 14, Zach Vance is whistled for his personal foul. Tegan Hess will go to the line. We're going to have to find out who they gave those 2 points to. But it was a phantom 2, that's for sure. As Hess at the free throw line misses on his first attempt on a 1+. Ball tipped by Chase out of bounds. It'll stay with Wellsville on the far side. 22-18, a 4-point lead for Wellsville here with 4:09 on the clock in the first half of play at Wellsville. Near side, they'll get it on the left wing in the hands of Dwyer. Puts it back high over the top. Now a whistle and a foul on the trip. Number 5, Jace Watkins. Jace says, I don't think so. And only 16 fouls. We're not ready to shoot free throws yet. As Wellsville will inbound it in front of the Wildcat bench. Kearney gives it back to Vance. A 3 on the way. It's up and good. Zach Vance with a dozen points tonight leads the scorers on the floor. Zach stops with the dribble, gives it up to Nordstadt. His 3 rolls in and out, no good. And boarded up to Wellsville. Up court on the right wing, Kearney with the ball. Lays it in low. Now they'll kick it back out. Vance behind the arch. That 3 is short. Nordstadt boards it for the Wildcats. And he'll bring it up court across the timeline. Gives it up to Watkins. He works left side. Reverse spin. In the lane. Stops the hand. Pops. That's good. Jace Watkins taking control here with 7 points in the second quarter to lead the Wildcats with 9 total. Kearney with the ball at the top of the key. Sends it to Donovan. Back near side. 5-point margin. 20-25. They'll steal there by... Oh, that's McManus with the steal for the Wildcats. Now Jace Watkins with the ball. Across the timeline. Works right side. Sets the pick for Nordstadt. He'll step back They look on the inside, covered up there. Now McManus with the dribble. He's fouled. Hacked by number 24, Jeff Eback, his second personal foul. And that is the 10th team foul. So we'll go to the line to shoot a double bonus here in the second quarter. Connor McManus steps to the line for the Wildcats. That one's on the way up and good. Connor's first point of the night. And he'll be there for a second free throw attempt for the Cats. Jordan Torres checks in for Burlington. McManus' free throw hard off the rim. Into the hands of Wellsville. They'll bring it up, leading by 4, 25-21. Stop. They'll put it in the hands of Vance. He's hot from behind the arc. They'll have to guard him from long distance. Driving the baseline, player control foul. Number 4, Jackson Dwyer, picks up his second personal. And the Wildcats will have the ball back with 2:21 remaining on the clock. Mitch Taylor set to check in for Burlington. That's a different look when you take Nordstad out and you put Taylor in. You add about a foot to your wingspan there. Inbound in the backcourt. Mitch with the ball. He's not the ball handler you want there, so he'll give it up to Torres and bring it across the line. On the right side, gives it up to Hess. They look inside. If they can get it down in low to Mitch and let him work it. Torres with the ball. Lob, they go to Mitch high over the top. Dribble, now out to Hess behind the arch. A three. That nails it for Tegan Hess as he's in the scorebook with a three-pointer. A 1-point margin, 25-24. Missed shot, and Hess scores it for the Cats. Oh, Mitch got the end of that pass, but didn't have his feet set. Turns the ball over, and it'll go back to the Wellsville Eagles.
I was looking for a big slam dunk there.
He was what you wanted to do, yeah. But that turnover gives the ball back to the Eagles here with 1:36 on the clock in the first half of play. They'll feed it inside, now to the out. Ball tipped, but into the hands of the Eagles. They'll spin it to Kearney. He'll come left wing. Dwyer, three away, no good. Rebound back on the far side, and a steal. McManus comes out of there with it for the Cats. They'll give it up to Jace Watkins and bring it across with 1 minute remaining on the clock here in the first half of play at Wellsville. Jace from 18, shot off the rim, no good. McManus boards it. He'll clear it on the top to Fiedler. On the floor, takes it all the way to the hoop. Short hands it, and it won't fall back. Out on the break. Dribble drive, up and in. Good for Elijah Kearney, his first bucket of the night. Well, inbound it. It came off of Jace's leg, out of bounds. Jace shaking his head emphatically to let the official know you missed that one. 27-24, Wellsville Eagles taking advantage of every possession here to keep that lead and not give it up here in the first half of play as we've got 42 seconds to play. Dwyer in the deep corner, trap, gets out with the dribble, plays it right side. Now they'll pull it to the top of the circle, finds Kearney, back out to Dwyer. He's down the baseline, kicks it out. They're going to run all the time. They're going to mark if they can here. They're not looking at the basket. They just want to make the passes, cut and run. The Cats want them to mishandle the ball, putting pressure on. But they're doing a good job of finding that open man, keeping it in a good passing lane. Now under 10, they'll look to the shot. Kearney tries to split a couple defenders, no good. Torres with the steal, a shot. Oh, the buzzer is off the front of the rim. He was on the mark. Just one ball went too short. And we go to the halftime break. The Wellsville Eagles lead it on their home court, 27-24 here tonight in Wellsville. We're going to get our stats together. We'll wrap up this first half of play when we return after a 3-minute timeout for our sponsors of Wildcat Basketball.
You're in a hurry and your car won't start. And you need a jump. Or how about the time you locked your keys in the car? Or the time you hit that deer and smashed in the front end of your car. Or maybe you just need something hauled and you don't have a truck. Maybe you just need a tire changed. Call Jeff's Towing and Recovery, AAA provider at 785-213-1669. That's 785-213-1669. And remember, it's your choice who tows your vehicle.
Does fall weather make you dream of a new home? How about that remodeling project, such as a garage or room addition? Whatever your dreams are made of, First National Bank of Kansas has many favorable options for you. From refinancing to building projects, rates are still low, so why not check them out? See Paul and Kathy in Osage City, Chris and Craig in Waverly, or Donna and Craig in Burlington. First National Bank of Kansas, where dreams come true. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
U.S. Cellular Wireless Concepts in Burlington and 97.7 The Dawg invite you to some action on ice as the Topeka Roadrunners battle it out for victory. We're giving away 2 tickets on Tuesdays for hockey at its finest at the Kansas Expo Center in Topeka. Get signed up for your chance to win tickets at U.S. Cellular Wireless Concepts, 401 Garrison in Burlington. For home game dates and times, go to Topeka Roadrunners on Facebook.
Life Care Center Burlington offers all the comforts of home as well as added luxuries, including a beauty and barber salon, a specialized fine dining program, courtyard and gardening area, and is conveniently located near shopping, retirement communities, and other medical community resources. Life Care also provides in- and outpatient rehabilitation services for all ages. Their licensed staff offers 24-hour skilled nursing. Stop by and visit the Life Care Center of Burlington today, located at 601 Cross Street.
Trust Point Insurance is truly an independent insurance agency. They have the unique ability to shop the marketplace for the insurance company that provides the best production at the most competitive price and has the ability to write with over 30 different companies. Trust Point Insurance offices are located at 800 North 4th Street in Burlington and 902 Commercial Street in Emporia. Stop in or call today to set up a time that is convenient for you to discuss your auto, home, farm, business, crop, and life insurance, or visit them online at trustpointinsurance.net. The staff at Diners Cafe, located at 1020 North 2nd Street in Burlington, wants to say thank you to our customers for their patronage. If you haven't been in yet, come give us a try. We believe you'll be pleasantly surprised. We strive to provide you with a total dining experience, great service, wholesome eats, and a comfortable atmosphere. Diners Cafe, we're happy to be a part of Burlington and Coffee County. You'll find us next door to the Country Haven Inn, proud to support USD 244 activities.
Back to courtside with your voice of the Wildcats, Jim Hills on 97.7 The Dawg.
Welcome back to Burlington Wildcat basketball here on the Dawg tonight. They're on the road to Wellsville. Another Pioneer League road trip for us here right up I-35. And it has been a great first half of action. Wellsville came out strong in the first quarter, going into that first quarter break with a 15-8 lead. And then they extended to a 20-10 margin in the first minute of play of the second quarter. Wildcats got down but came back on an 8-0 run to get within 2 of Wellsville, and as close as 24-25 with under 3 minutes to play in the second quarter of action. And the Eagles hold a 27-24 lead here at the halftime break. The Eagles, one man in double figures. That's 5'11" junior Zach Vance. He hit a pair of threes in that second quarter and ends with a dozen points on the night to lead the Eagles. Wildcat scoring spread out up and down the roster tonight. 1 point from Connor McManus, 2 each from Mitch Taylor, Brandon Nordstad, and Connor Jeffers. Jeffers saddled with 3 personal fouls in that first half of play and limited his time on the floor. Tegan Hess finally connects from behind the arch for a three-pointer late in the second quarter for his one score of the night. Garrison Fiedler started out hot for the Cats and cooled off in the second quarter. Totals 5 points for the big guy on the inside. But Jace Watkins picked up the action in the second quarter, scoring 7 of his total 9 in the first half here to lead the Burlington Wildcats. It was a heartbreaking loss for the Lady Cats in the first game of the night as they dropped their first Pioneer League game to Wellsville in a 58-52 contest that you heard here in our first broadcast this evening. The Lady Cats will return home on Friday to take on the Prairie View Buffaloes on homecoming night. Wildcats will match up in the second game. The ladies at 6 and the Wildcats around 7:30. If you can't make the home game on Friday, you know you can tune right here at 97.7 The Dawg and listen to the Lady Cats and Wildcats. Also, Friday night, we're going to start down the list of our senior spotlight night when we have one of the senior players come and do the interview with us at halftime. During the girls' game, we're going to start with the boys. 4 seniors on the Wildcat team this year: Connor McManus, Mitch Taylor, Connor Jeffers, and Garrison Fiedler. We'll have one of those each night here for the next 4 ball games. Also, during one of the boys' games, we're going to have Camry Wagner. Camry, the lone senior on the Lady Cats squad this season. We may just have her interview 4 times to keep matched up there. So tune in to listen in for our senior spotlight starting this Friday night. Also, I want to send a shout-out back home to a trio of ladies who make all the home games. Sometimes they make it on the road, but I talked to one of them this afternoon. She says, we're staying home where it's warm and comfortable. And we want to send that shout-out to Linda Salva, Jane Griffith, and Ida Bell Caldwell. They've got their special seats right there at home, and we see them every home game. We wish them well listening in to the Lady Cats and the Wildcats here tonight on the Dawg. Again, during the ladies contest, we told you about the JV tournament being held over at Waverly. Rick and Richard and I, all 3 of us, got a chance to see these future varsity players on the floor at Waverly last night, getting a victory 54-41 over Iowa. And they'll return to Waverly on Thursday night as they take on the Humboldt Cubs, an old Tri-Valley League opponent. That game will tip off at 7:30 at the Waverly Gymnasium. And you can make the short trip to Waverly and watch those JV players in action. The championship round is on Saturday afternoon. The time of that game will be determined on Thursday night's finish. So the JV squad on a win streak. Monday night, we got one here tonight against Wellsville. Looking for another one on Thursday. They'll have a home game against Prairie View on Friday night, and then championship Saturday for the junior varsity. Looks like both teams have returned to the floor now. Coach Barrett had a little conversation with the officials on the far side before he came back to the bench here. I'm sure he's congratulating them on the fine job they did in that first half. Every call going the way he saw them exactly. Or maybe not. Yeah, something like that. Something like that. Okay. Well, we're having a good time here at Wellsville. Great hospitality here. They had a little fundraiser soup supper in the Commons before, and Richard had a chance to give it a sample there. Rick and I were busy getting our equipment set up, so we'll get a report from Richard later on about participating in the soup fundraiser here at Wellsville tonight. The crowd's all back in their seats. The teams are getting last-minute instructions from both coaching staffs here. The Wildcats have got to amp up their intensity, be aggressive to the hoop, as I believe that they can use their muscle and play right into the Wellsville Eagles. They're a little bit of foul trouble. 4 players with 2 fouls each on them. They had a total of 11 personal fouls in that first half of play. If the Wildcats can be aggressive, get on the gun, and we're ready for second half action. Cats with possession to inbound. Hess comes across the timeline. Looks to give the ball. It's tipped away. A turnover. Blocked that shot. Nice job. Tegan Hess went up high, got the ball, but down below with the body. He's whistled for the foul, and that's going to send Elijah Kearney to the line to shoot the 2 free throws. Dagan did a good job of making contact with the ball for his block, but body down low was the official signal. Kearney to the line with the free throw. First one is up and good. He'll have a second. And sets for that free throw. It hits the mark also. They'll extend that lead to a 29-24 margin here. Ball tipped away in the backcourt. Connor Jeffers will inbound on the sideline this time, directly in front of the Eagles bench. Gets it to Nordstad across the timeline for the Cats. He's going to split the defenders, lays it up and in. No help came to stop Brandon Nordstad as he goes in uncontested for the shot. Kearney in the backcourt. High pass over the top. They'll go down low to Dwyer. He'll spin it back over the top of the circle. Dribble drive in the feint. Vance gives it up to Dwyer, and he puts one in from close range. 31-26. Cats trail it by 5. Down slow they go to Connor Jeffers, up and in. Nice job, Connor, muscling to the hoop. Get that basket to fall, and Vance is whistled for his second personal. Connor Jeffers will step to the line for the Cats. He had 1 bucket in the first quarter of play. Held silent after that. Gets that one to fall. Misses the free throw. Rebound put back by Nordstad. Nice job. Brandon held his own position there and got that loose ball up and in for the bucket. 1-point margin, 31-30. The Cats knocking on the door. Skip pass to Kearney. They'll go out behind the mark. Dwyer shot from 18 on the way. No good. Rebound, but stepping on the end line is Kearney with the possession of the ball. It'll be Wildcat basketball. Inbound. Jeffers gives it up to Fiedler. Now Zach will bring it across for Burlington. Looks inside. He's going to dribble, drive to the hoop. Shot there, no good. Fiedler can't get the foot back. And we've got a tie-up on the rebound.
That's about the funny I think we've missed, Tim.
He has had that ball up at the rim time and again, and it won't roll inside. It rolls away. Kearney with the inbound. They'll bring it to the far side. Vance looks underneath. Dwyer had the baseline, turned back out to the top side. Now Vance spin move in the paint. Off the front of the rim, no good. Rebound fought for. Vance with the putback is good this time. Zach Vance, 14 points on the night. They go back to a 3-point margin, 33-30 for the Eagles. Fiedler down low is fouled on his way to the hoop, and Garrison will go to the line. Number 3, Elijah Kearney, whistled up for his second personal foul. Fiedler, free throw up and good. No, he missed on the front side, didn't he?
No, he got it.
The scorer is having a little finger problem here. That second one won't go, but Jeffers boards it for the Wildcats. Tegan Hess drives the hoop up and in, but we're going to have a player control foul on Tegan. Number 11, Tegan Hess, whistled for his third personal foul. Again, we don't have Garrison's first free throw scored up. Well, maybe we do. 7? Yes, now we're right with it. 33-31. Wellsville leading, but they add to the lead with a 3-point shot by Zach Vance. He's been on fire beyond the arch with 3 3-pointers, and they extend that out to a 5-point lead now. Watkins answers with a 2 for the Cats, and he's in double figures now with 11. A travel turnover will give the ball back to the Wildcats on the far side as Mitch Taylor checks back in for Burlington. 36-33 here with 5:18 remaining in the third quarter as Watkins will play it across the timeline for Burlington. Dribble on the left side, gives it up to Jeffers. Now Fiedler, free throw line, lays it down low to Mitch. Can't get that one to fall. Turnaround shot is good. Nice job, Mitch Taylor staying right with the missed shot and gets the second put back. Within a point now, 36-35. On the far side, Kearney gives it up in the middle. They'll spin it on the left wing. Down low. Good trap there and a steal. Laid out ahead to Chase. Up and in. Count that bucket. He's fouled, and Jason Watkins will go to the line for the Cats. Wildcats take the lead with the bucket, and the foul on Vance is his third of the night. We've got a timeout on the floor by the Wellsville coach. Wants to talk it over with his players. A quick 30-second timeout here. And the Wildcats running the floor that time got out ahead of the pack. Vance coming from behind fouls Jace Watkins. And Jace, strong move into the rim, gets the bucket to fall. He'll be at the line. The Cats leading 37-36. Clock stopped here with 4:38 to go. They've got to keep up the intensity of this because we know that those Eagles will come back with a vengeance here on their home court.
Well, that's the first lead since first quarter, isn't it, Jim?
They were ahead 4-0, and then we had a tie score until Wellsville took a 9-8 lead. Jace connects on the free throw, and it's a 38-36 lead. Ball tipped into the backcourt. Wellsville recovers. Down court, they'll come again. Kearney with the ball on the far side. Dribble drive and a layup. Up and in. Number 30 is Dawson Donovan tying the score. Back at 38 all. Watkins across the timeline for Burlington. Spin move, stops, gives it up to Fiedler. Now he'll go down the lane, up and in. No good. Mitch with the putback right there. Good positioning by Mitch Taylor to come up with that loose ball and quickly puts it up for the score. Ball loose on the floor. Back in the hands of Dwyer from behind the arc. His three ball answers. And it's back to a Wellsville lead, 41-40 here. Stripped away in the hands of Wellsville. Dwyer drives, lays it off to Kearney, and he puts it up and in. Now we've got the official stopping play, and there's giving a verbal warning to two players here who must have been jawing it out on the floor. It'll be Wildcats to inbound the ball. Full court pressure by Wellsville. They've got a 43-40 lead here. Inbound to Fiedler. Gives it back to Jeffers. He's going to go all the way. Goes up and in. Connor Jeffers. Strong move to the hoop again. Gets that bucket and back to a 1-point margin. 43-42. Eagles lead it. They lay it inside. Shot up and blocked away. Nice job, Fitch. Kept his hands high in the air. Didn't sweep down at the shooter. Blocks that ball, and the Cats control. Fiedler inlet pass through the hands of Mitch, and Nordstad reach-in foul stops the clock. Brandon Nordstad's first personal, and the second team foul on the Cats here in the third quarter of play. Connor McManus checks in as Mitch Taylor goes to the bench. Big hand slap from Coach Barrett. Mitch doing his job. Ball in the backcourt and tipped away. The Cats get the steal. They've got the steal, and Mitch, now it's a shot away, no good. there is Connor Jeffers with the board. He'll go to the hoop, but a block foul on the way as Connor driving to the lane. Number 3, Elijah Kearney picks up his 3rd personal foul. And 4 team fouls on the Eagles. Checking into the lineup again, number 30, Dawson Donovan to the floor for the Eagles. Cats trail by 1. They'll inbound high over the top to Watkins. He'll pick up the dribble and go to Connor McManus. Back out to Jace. Connor drives the baseline, but he traveled with it before he could get that dribble down. And the turnover sends it right back to the Eagles. Cats had the lead and want to get back there, but they're their own worst enemy right now, not valuing each of these possessions. Dwyer spins it inside. Short shot up and down. Number 24, Jeff Ebeck connects for the Eagles. 3-point margin, 45-42. Jace Watkins goes down the lane with the floater up and in. Nice job right over the top of the defender. It's a 1-point game, 45-44, with 2 minutes left in this 3rd quarter of play. Back on top, Vance with the ball, far side. They'll put it in the corner to Dwyer. Skip pass back. 12-footer short. Get the rebound and a putback. Up and in by Ebeck. Nobody put a body on him to block him away from that rebound, as Jace Watkins will come up for the Cats. Bobs down low to Fiedler. Back out. Hess behind the arc. Three away. No good. Off the mark. And here come the Eagles out on the break. Ball stripped down low. Dwyer right there to pick it up and to finish it off at the rim. Good work that time. Court awareness by Dwyer to pick up that ball and get the bucket. Hess drives, kicks it back out to McManus. A 3-ball away is no good. And Wellsville connects. They're bringing it back up court with a 5-point lead, 49-44 here, as we're inside the 1-minute mark now. They'll play it on around at the outside of the 3-point arch. Look to work some time off the clock here. Vance with the ball. Skips it left side to Ewert. Double team. Now back out. They'll bring it to Richard. Stripped. Chase, but it's tipped into the hands of the Eagle again. Cats are just trying their hardest out here to play good, solid defense. Get a tip. Get that ball in hand. But Wellsville doing a good job of controlling. Vance likes that 3-pointer, and it's up and good. Zach Vance with his 4th 3-pointer of the night. And Watkins comes up court, gives it to Hess. A 3 rolls off the rim, no good. But there for the putback is Garrison Fiedler for the Wildcats. Buzzer shot is off the board, no good. We're at the end of 3 quarters, and we're going to have to get out the oxygen tank, Rick. A 52-46 lead for the Wellsville Eagles here. The Cats had 1 lead during that 3rd quarter. It all matters in the 4th. Come back and join us after this 1-minute timeout.
In life, there are people, places, and things known as exceptional. There is a place like that in Garnett, Kansas. Hi, this is Brian Steffens, and I'm talking about Beckman Motors. Everywhere you go, you'll see vehicles with the Beckman Motors name on them. We want to show you how exceptional we are. The next time you decide to buy a new Ford or Chevy or any pre-owned vehicle, do yourself a favor and come to Beckman Motors in Garnett and experience what it's like to buy a vehicle from exceptional people in an exceptional place. Beckman Motors on Highway 59 in Garnett, Kansas, selling new Fords and Chevrolets along with pre-owned vehicles for a long, long time and doing it exceptionally well every day.
Stop by Hoover's Thriftway, your friendly hometown grocery store in Burlington, where this week a fresh family pack boneless beef ribeye steak, $7.99 a pound. Also Florida strawberries, 1 pound fresh, $1.99. And for your sweetheart, Hershey's Miniature Hearts, $4.99. Or Lifesavers, Starburst, or Skittles candies, 2 for $5. And Mars Fun Size mixed bags, $4.99. Hoover's Thriftway in Burlington. Sale ends February 13th.
Back to courtside with your voice of the Wildcats, Jim Hills on 97.7 The Dawg.
Welcome back. Burlington Wildcat basketball here on the Dawg. The Cats come out with a set play to start the third quarter, and Nordstadt sets it up for a three, and we've narrowed that lead to a 52-49 margin. The Cats trail the Eagles. We're underway here in the fourth quarter, and now Nordstadt has whistled for his second personal on the far side. Only the second personal foul, but 4 team fouls on each team here in the second half of play. Wellsville will play it in on the far side, put it into the hands of Hamald. He looks back on the left wing. Kearney tries to lay it inside, gets it back out to Hamald. A three by him is up and good. First bucket of the night for Drake Hamald. Cats play it in the backcourt, get it to Nordstadt. He'll clear it up to Jordan. Across the timeline. Cats try to lead it in. Nordstadt gets the loose ball back, and he's fouled on the reach-in. Cats will play it in on the far sideline as number 11, Drake Hamald. That name just doesn't come out no matter how you pronounce the dang thing. But the Cats do have the ball. They trail by 6, 55-49. Nordstadt spin move in the lane, lays it up and in. Got through the defenders and took it all to the way to the hoop. Back on defense, here come the Cats, trailing by 4, 55-51. This game is going to go down to the wire just as the first game of this two-game series went when they played in Burlington. Ball on the far outside. They'll put it to the top of the circle now. Go left wing to Dwyer. Looks for the cutter coming through. Kearney has to come back out. Shot away is no good, and Torres boards it for Burlington. He'll give it up to Carson Meyer to bring it across the timeline with 6 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter. Lead pass into Jordan. Now finds Nordstadt on the baseline. Dribbles out to Tegan Hess. A three off the board, no good. And Wellsville controls. They'll bring it across the timeline with 5:40 on the clock. Back out on top of the circle. They'll put it in the hands of Kearney. Near wing to Ebeck. Dwyer dribble drives to the hoop, lays it down low. Nice quick pass to Dawson Donovan, and he gets the bucket. Back to a 6-point margin. Meyer comes across the timeline. Whistle and a timeout by Coach Barrett here. The Wildcats, again, need to value their possessions. They're playing loose with the ball, giving it up. Those turnovers could be buckets at home for the Wildcats. 5:26 remaining on the clock here in the fourth quarter. As these two teams fought it out again at home in Burlington back December the 15th. It's a dogfight here on the floor at Wellsville tonight. We're glad you could join us in on the Pioneer League contest. Another Pioneer League foe will be on the schedule Friday night when we have a home game against the Prairie View Buffaloes. Iowa is playing at Prairie View tonight in a Pioneer League contest. Nordstadt with the dribble, goes to the baseline, shoots it up, and gets it to fall. Brandon Nordstadt, 7 points in the fourth quarter here for the Wildcats. Dribble drive is no good, and Hess boards it. He'll bring it up on the drive himself, goes to the hoop, he's fouled, and Tegan will go to the line for the Wildcats. He'll shoot a pair there as that foul is whistled on number 4, Jackson Dwyer, his third personal foul. And that'll be 15 foul on. All right. Free throw is good by Tegan Hess as the Cats inch closer here, 57-54. He'll be ready for one more free throw opportunity. It's up and a net swisher, 57-55 with 5 minutes remaining in the contest. Good pressure in the backcourt by the Wildcats. They'll match up with that man-to-man defense. Drive to the hoop. Garrison Pete is going to be whistled for the foul, but he went up as tall as a 6'5" guy can go to make it difficult for the shot, and it sends Zach Vance to the line to shoot a pair. Fiedler's second personal foul and the 15th foul on the Wildcats as Vance connects. 21 points on the night to lead these Wellsville Eagles for the 5'11 junior. He'll stay there for his second free throw attempt. Eyes the net. The shot is on the way. It's up and rips around and down. Gets two from the charity stripe and extends it back to a 4-point lead, 59-55. The Eagles on top. Inbound, turns it over and gives it to the Eagles. Miscommunication there by the teammates. Dwyer with the ball, declines the arch on the left wing. Brings it back out on top to Kearney. He'll dribble drive in. Kicks it out left wing. A three in and out. No good. And Fiedler boards it for the Wildcats. He'll give it up back to Zach Watkins. Calling out the play. Coming across the timeline. Back to Zach. He's set for a three. On the way, no good. Rebounded out by Vance. And he'll bring it up court. Get in the way for the defense. They'll spin it through the top. Kearney stops at the charity stripe. Pass down low. Up and in on the shot. Number 30, Dawson Donovan gets the bucket for the Eagles. Pass across the timeline, left side. Picks up his dribble and now goes to Watkins. He's going to stop. Shot from 12. Away, no good. Fiedler with the putback is fouled. They say it was on the floor before the shot. Clock will stop. No, now they say it is a shooting foul, number 30. With the personal is Dawson Donovan, and it's his third personal. Now 17 fouls here with 3:52 remaining in the contest. Garrison will go to the line, shoot 1+, and couldn't hit the first. They'll rebound it off to the side. Down triple drive to the baseline. Block shot by Chase. Recovered the ball, but on the inline. It'll be Wildcat basketball, but great effort over there by Luke Richards to go try to get that loose ball. But he was on the out-of-bounds marker, and it will be Wildcat basketball. 61-55. Back to a 6-point margin for the Eagles, and the Cats will play it in. Jeffers gets the ball back after inbounding. Brings it across the timeline to set the offense. He'll drive down the lane, kick back out to Nordstadt. He'll work on the right wing. Spin move down low, shot up, but he's fouled on the way to the hoop. And Brandon Nordstadt will be going to the line as Jackson Dwyer is whistled for his fourth personal. That's a player the Wildcats would like to see on the bench here. But they want to see that ball in the hole by Brandon Nordstadt. Free throw on the way is short off the front of the rim, can't convert, but he'll be there for a second opportunity. Checking into the lineup, number 23, Jackson Showalter. As the second free throw is good by Nordstadt. Brandon with 14 points now for the Cats to narrow that lead to a 5-point margin, 56-61, with 3:25 remaining in tonight's contest. Cats playing defense on the far side. They'll pull the ball back out to the top of the circle to Kearney. They'll set and come near side to Vance. Reach in, and the ball could have been a call right there in front of us. The official didn't see it, and Wellsville turns it over with a bad pass. The Wildcats get it back. And everyone in front of us, except for the guy with the striped shirt, thought our call was. And as we say, play on. 3 minutes remaining. The Cats down by 5. Jeffers to inbound, finds Watkins. He'll bring it up on the right side to Hess. Releases to Jeffers, but he traveled with it and turned over the ball back to Wellsville. Checking into the lineup, number 30, Dawson Donovan. That is right. I don't know how many turnovers they've got now. That number doesn't come up on my stat sheet. And but it's a number that's not good.
No.
Dawson in the backcourt. Now a reach-in foul on a block. Connor Jeffers is whistled for the foul, his fourth tonight. Trying to play good body defense there. As Wellsville will play it in on the near side here. They've got the lead and the clock on their side. In the backcourt. Jeffers with the steal. Can he get it quick enough? Yes, he did. But it's a backcourt violation as he heaved it back in from going out of bounds. He did have team possession, so that will be a backcourt violation. Now the officials will determine the place to inbound, which is directly in front of us again. They'll throw this one. Now, whistle and a foul. Well, we've got a whistle. See what the official's going to call it. Number 11, Tegan Hess, is whistled for the hold as this man was trying to get open to receive the inlet pass. And with 17 fouls, that will send number 30, Donovan, to the line, shooting the bonus. First free throw is up and good. He'll be there for the bonus with 2:40 left on the clock. Wellsville looking to add to that lead. Free throw short off the front of the rim. 6-point margin, 62-56 here. And the Wildcats have got to get their offense geared up. Fiedler with the ball goes back to James Watkins behind the arch. Finds Nordstedt. He'll drive the lane, lays it up, and lays it in. Brandon Nordstedt taking it on his shoulders all the way for the Cats here in the fourth quarter. Across the timeline, they'll go to Vance. He'll skip pass over the top. Again, Vance back with the ball at the top of the circle. Goes down the baseline. Shot tipped, but he gets his own ball back. Down low in the paint, brings it out. And they've got the ball and time again. Coach Barrett encouraging his players. And Connor Jeffers nearly had the steal away, but that whistle and foul will eliminate Connor from the contest with his 5 personals. And Coach Barrett will have to make a substitution as Big Mitch Taylor comes to the line for the Wildcats. A 4-point game, 58-62. A minute 47. And at the free throw line, Jeff Ebeck. Free throw is up and good. He'll be there for a bonus also. Games can be won and lost at the free throw line, and they're doing their best to put those numbers in the hole. Second free throw on the way is up and good also, as substitute number 2, Luke Richards, returns for Wellsville. 64-68 now for Wellsville on top. Inbound to Fiedler. Now back to Nordstedt in the backcourt. He'll bring it across the timeline with the dribble. Gets it up to Fiedler. Thought about the three. He's going to drive the lane, lay it up with his left hand. It won't fall. And Wellsville forced it. 6-point lead with a minute and a half on the clock. They'll give it to Richards. They're going to work it. Now back to the top side. Dribble drive. Chase with a steal. Nice job, Chase Watkins. Cats come up. Chase is going to stop. Nope. He was on the 3-point line with the shot. Free throw. No, we've got a whistle and a foul. Chase Watkins had the opportunity, wanted to stop and go for the big one. Again, split-second decision. And now with the foul, it's going to send number 4, Jackson Dwyer, to the line. And 9 team fouls. That's still 1 plus a bonus situation. That free throw is on the way up and good. He'll be there for the bonus also. Chase only 2 personal fouls here. And Dwyer with a second free throw. Cats will inbound. In the backcourt, Fiedler gives it up to Nordstedt. Drops the timeline. He'll take it into the lane. Now gives it back out to Jace. Nordstad, a three on the way. It's short off the rim. Chases down. His rebound goes to Watkins. Now finds Hess. His three ball up and in. Hagan Hess from behind the arch with his second three of the night. And Coach Barrett right there to call the timeout. It's a 1 minute timeout, and we'll take a timeout with our sponsors of Wildcat Basketball on the Dawg.
If you've got just the right paint color in mind, don't settle for anything less. Head to Burlington Building Materials, located at 626 Neosho in Burlington, and experience a brand new paint department brought to you by Do It Best Quality Paints. Your home is your canvas, and whether you're looking for a functional neutral or a pop of the trending hue, the Colors Journeys experience at Burlington Building Materials has all the tools you need to help your vision come to life. Colors Journeys, your destination for inspiration.
Sports socks can be fashionable. Prescription Center, the pharmacy inside Hooper Thriftway, has the Touch brand of compression socks. These combed cotton knee-high support socks offer a snug, stylish fit and feel luxuriously smooth against the skin. Sizes for men and women are available in timeless patterns and colors. Buy the softest compression socks on the market today at Prescription Center, 312 Cross Street. Prescription Center, the pharmacy inside Hooper Thriftway, 620-364-5523.
Back to courtside with your voice of the Wildcats, Jim Hills on 97.7 The Dawg.
Welcome back to Burlington Wildcat Basketball on the Dawg. On the road to Wellsville tonight, the Cats scrapping for all their worth have knocked it back to a 4-point margin, but stepping to the free throw line, number 3, Elijah Kearney steps up in the double bonus, hits that first free throw, and he'll be set for a second. On the way with that shot, another good free throw. And Carson Myers checks back in for Burlington. He's been known to light it up from behind the arch. Give him just a little bit of breathing room. The Wildcats need all the numbers they can get. Watkins in the backcourt with the dribble. Comes up and looks to the right-hand side. Sets it to Nordstad. He gets pushed, and a whistle and a foul. A foul whistled on number 14, Zach Vance, his fourth personal. And it will send Brandon Nordstad to the line, shooting 1+ a bonus here for the Wildcat opportunity. Free throw is on the way. It's off the front of the rim, no good. Can't find that one to happen. Now we've got a tie-up for the possession arrow. No, it's not a tie-up. They're going to call a foul on Fiedler. He expressed himself after the foul and is whistled with a technical. That. And the technical foul will count as his 5th personal foul. Coach Barrett giving him the official the ugly eye. Because when they released the ball after the possession, Garrison forcefully put the ball to the floor. Is that the most correct way to say that? Probably. Yeah, it's getting close to the end, and it's not a pretty sight right now. So, up to the free throw line. We're going to shoot 1+ a bonus here. And now the official wants to check this over with the scorer to make sure if that would be the 10th team foul would be a double bonus. So he'll shoot 2 free throws. At the charity stripe, number 4 is Jackson Dwyer. Misses the first free throw. He'll stay there for a second opportunity on the foul shot. Now we'll shoot the technical free throws, 2 of those. That one is up and good. And one more time here. That free throw is also in the net. a three-point play and the ball for Wellsville here with 32 seconds remaining and a 10-point margin. They'll play it in on the far sideline. Cats with the ball in the backcourt to Vance. Up court, fire. Hands on and a whistle and a foul stops action. Sends Elijah Kearney to the line for the double bonus. That is the first personal on Carson Fire, as Kearney will be at the stripe. Tone of the crowd has changed in the last 30 seconds here. As Kearney sets to the line, that free throw on the way is up and good. And he'll be set for a second opportunity. On the way, it's up and good. Now a 73-61 margin, 25 seconds remaining on the clock.
Napa know-how.
If you're looking for a great start to the new year, then Napa Auto Parts is just what you need. A dependable Napa Legend Premium battery with an 84-month warranty, the Napa Legend Premium will deliver great starts for the next several years. Plus, purchase one during January. You'll get a $20 prepaid Visa gift card by mail, a new battery, and $20 back. Now that's a great start to the new year. Go NapaMocan.com or Napa Mocan on Facebook for more great offers.
A MyTown media station.
Rock and roll can save the world.
Classic rock. KSMP 97.7 Burlington. The Flint Hills Classic Rock Station. 97.7 The Dawg.
Hi, this is Colin Sleazer with Alpha Roofing, LLC in Burlington. We specialize in residential and commercial roofing and have become one of the most respected roofing companies in Northeast Kansas. Customer service is our #1 priority, and knowing that your home or business is safe in our hands is what makes this licensed contractor your #1 choice. If it's a repair or an entire roof, we have the knowledge and skills to get the job done right. Stop in at 213 North 3rd Street, Burlington, or check out our website at www.alpharoofers.com. Alpha Roofing, your hometown roofing expert.
He dribbles left. He dribbles right. He shoots and scores. You don't need to dribble all over town or hit the road to find the right parts for your cars when you stop and shop at Burlington Auto Supply. We sell name brand quality parts you can count on. AC Delco spark plugs, Gates belts and hoses, and Wix filters are just a few of the manufacturers we use to keep your equipment in great performing condition. We're back in the cats all season long here at Burlington Auto, your bumper-to-bumper parts store. Wow.
When it comes to the health of you and your family, choosing the right pharmacist is just as important as choosing the right doctor. Find a pharmacist that's right for you at your local Medicine Shop pharmacy. More than a healthcare advisor, they take the time to get to know you and to personally answer all your healthcare questions and concerns. Make the right choice. Choose a Medicine Shop pharmacist. The Medicine Shop Pharmacy in Burlington, Kansas. Caring beyond prescriptions.
When the lights come up on Friday and Saturday nights at high schools and colleges across the region, it's often on a field built by Crossland Construction. Many Crossland employees played on those fields and were educated in the schools that are thriving parts of our communities today. Crossland is a proud supporter of area athletics and urges you to be a part of your local school community. Many of the athletes playing today may help Crossland build across our region in the future. Check out career opportunities at Crossland.com. Crossland Construction, build you.
Ready to go?
Almost. I just have to stop at the bank, get a few money orders, to pay some bills.
Well, why don't you just write the checks yourself?
I can't.
Still? I thought you were back on your feet financially.
I am, but I never thought starting from square one would take this long.
For a second chance at a banking relationship, it's Central Time. Whatever the reason, life happens. You might have had a checking account that was overdrawn when it was closed. And finding a bank who will let you start with a clean slate can be a challenge. That's why Central National Bank offers New Opportunity Checking. Write checks, use a Visa check card, and enjoy free online banking and free ATM use at Central National Bank ATMs. Plus, you have a place to cash your checks. Ask about New Opportunity Checking from Central National Bank. It's money for life, the way we live today. Some restrictions and fees apply.
Central National Bank, money for life.
Member FDIC in your hometown since 1884.
courtside with your voice of the Wildcats, Jim Hills on 97.7 The Dog.
Welcome back to Burlington Wildcat basketball here on the Dog, as the Lady Cats and the Wildcats, a trip to Wellsville will not be remembered fondly, as both teams dropped the games here to the Eagles. The Lady Cats 58-52 in the early contest, and the Wildcats 73-61 to finish it off here at Wellsville. Wildcats down by 7 at the end of the first quarter, fight back to within 1 point, and trail going into the locker room 27-24. A strong third quarter as the Cats took their first lead with 4:38 remaining in the third quarter, went up 38-37, held no more than a 3-point lead anytime towards that third before Wellsville recaptured the lead. A strong effort throughout the fourth quarter until that final minute of play, and then Wellsville puts it away with the victory 73-61 here on their home court. The big number that stands out in that fourth quarter, as Wellsville went to the free throw line, they convert on 14 out of 16 free throws in the fourth quarter alone and seal the victory. 4 players in double figures for Wellsville. Dawson Donovan with 10, also 10 from Elijah Kearney. 18 tonight from Jackson Dwyer, and leading the way, the junior Zach Vance with 22 for the victory for the Eagles. On the Wildcats side of the ledger, Connor McManus with a free throw, then 6 points each from Mitch Taylor and Connor Jeffers tonight. Matching 8 points each were Garrison Fiedler and Tegan Hess, and matching scores at the top of the ledger tonight, Jace Watkins and Brandon Nordstad, each with 16 points to lead the way, but it was too little to overtake the Wellsville Eagles here on their home court tonight. The intensity faded for the Wildcats in that contest. They could not keep up with the pressure that Wellsville put on them, wave after wave, and they faded away. And it was very evident in that fourth quarter that it was just not going to be their night to come out with a victory.
No, it wasn't. They really didn't value the ball that well either. They had some turnovers, had opportunities to punish their real short shots, missed some of those. Just wasn't their night.
So we will wrap up our scorebook, put our equipment away, head back down the road in the Dogmobile to Burlington to wrap up this Tuesday night contest. And we'll be back on the air Friday night as the Lady Cats and the Wildcats return home for homecoming winter session here at Burlington High School. You can join us on the broadcast, 6 o'clock for the Lady Cats, 7:30 for the boys as they take on the Prairie View Buffaloes in homecoming action at Burlington. We'll get a call in of our report to the high school scoreboard show. Friday night they do that. We'll let them know what tonight's game was for the scores, and then we'll be back for that Friday